In the beginning of the film, we see frightened Dale, whose father was drug addict and used to torture his wife after getting drunk. This was still going on in his house. That's why he was very scared. He could hear his mom screaming. When he opened the door and tried to help his mom, he saw his mom soaked in blood, who was asking Dale to call for help. Dale also calls the police, and as the police arrive, Dale's dad is killed in the encounter when he tries to escape. That is, he was killed by a police gun firing. Now, when the police officer came to the room to rescue Dale's mom, police started vomiting, witnessing the more horrific corpse covered in blood. According to the police, there was no hope of life in this corpse. She was dead, but when Dale went into the room, her body came to life. It was shocking. It was a miracle that someone survived in such a bad condition. Anyway, many years are passed in the story, and we see a girl named Sarah going with her husband to the neighbors. Her neighbor was no one but Dale, who now lived alone in his house. He looks at Sarah with strange eyes and says, "I think we've met somewhere." But Sarah didn't remember anything like that. However, we are told that about 3 months ago, Sarah had a very bad accident in which she was about to die, but she miraculously survived. This accident had changed her, and she had started to value life. Now she wanted to live her life. She wanted children too, but her husband thought it was not the right time. Anyway, Sarah goes shopping and sees that Dale also works there. Seeing Sarah, he leaves all his work and comes to help her. He even loads the luggage in her car, and he comes to Sarah's house again at night, returning those plates in which Sarah had brought cookies to his house. After giving this, Dale left. Sarah also records something and then goes to sleep. Now everything was normal, but it happened strange in the morning. She suddenly woke up from a nightmare and noticed that her clothes had changed. Sarah's husband, Josh, also did not come home at night. Sarah would ask him what happened at night, but she started to think that her mental state is deteriorating. That's why she goes to a doctor. The doctor relaxed her and told her that you may not be able to recover from the accident. The doctor tells that I used to experience the same. I used to lose sleep. I used to get strange thoughts. I could not remember what happened at night. Sometimes it felt like someone was trying to kill me. All these thoughts come due to mental illness. And Sarah was also going through a similar stage. The doctor says about the changing of her dress that people often walk in their sleep or do activities. Sarah must also have changed her clothes in her sleep, and she must not have remembered. The doctor gives her medicine and Sarah comes home. Now she was looking very relaxed. But when she saw her yesterday's clothes in the laundry, she was shocked because that dress was blood-stained. And after that, it happens to her at night. When she woke up in the morning, her clothes were changed, and she used to smell detergents as if she had cleaned all night. During this time, her husband Josh was also not at home. She was also not able to discuss all this with him. Just as Sarah was facing the problems, Josh was also going through the same. He had some tests done. Test results were unfavorable, so he got upset. These tests will be revealed later in the story. Anyway, today Josh was at home. Sarah was feeling very relaxed with him. She spent a lot of time with Josh, and after that she started her assignments. Here, with some study-related recordings, she heard her own screaming and the voice of a man. Hearing this, she was very scared and immediately went to Josh to make him hear. But she saw that Josh was dead on the table. Someone had tied a polythene sheet on his face and killed him while strangling. To save Josh, she was about to open the polythene sheet, but someone pulled her from behind and Sarah's eyes suddenly opened. This was also her nightmare. And even at this time, she was lying next to Josh. And Josh and Sarah were absolutely fine at this time. When Sarah woke up in the morning, she was very worried. How could a dream be so realistic? In a night dream, when that man was dragging her away, her phone fell from Sarah's hand, and now her phone was also damaged. 2 weeks passed by, and in these 2 weeks, there was no day when Sarah did not feel that someone was attacking her. Someone is trying to kill her. She now goes to her doctor and discusses all these things about her cracked phone, and at the same time, she also shows a scar on her head that had disappeared. And she had a very deep wound just 3 months ago. Now, the doctor was also surprised to hear all this. Now, Josh had found out something about Sarah's mental condition. He feels that Sarah is very stressed, so he takes her on vacation. They stay in a hotel, and Josh spends 7 days with her. And in these 7 days, Sarah does not have any such problem. and she feels very relaxed. After coming back from vacation, she told the doctor that maybe she was fine. I was very stressed. After going on vacation, everything became normal. Anyway, now Sarah comes home, and after coming home, she felt that she was not feeling well these days. She used to feel weakness for no reason. She used to feel dizzy and vomit. Today, when she went out of the house to shop, Dale came in front of her, and he started asking awkwardly, "Where were you in these 7 days?" He was asking as if Dale was her husband, not Josh. Sarah did not respond to him, but Sarah felt something wrong. So as soon as Dale left, she entered Dale's house from the back door. The house was in very bad condition. Everything was scattered in the kitchen, and in the kitchen shelves, there were only the same brand of cookies and popcorns that Sarah liked. There were some photos on the table, which were of Dale's mom. These photos were not normal. It seemed as if someone was dead, and there was something strange written on the backside of every photo. Near this table, Sarah finds a box. When she opened it, she saw that there were a lot of keys in it. Then Sarah remembered that Dale had taken the keys from her hand while leaving the mall. It is possible that at the same time, he made duplicate keys of Sarah's house. In this box, Sarah finds many pictures of all the dead women, and there was also a photo of Sarah in them, in which it was clearly visible that Sarah is dead. And seeing this, Sarah is completely shocked. In a state of shock, she did not even remember that she had to leave Dale's house. In all this, Dale came back home, and he saw Sarah in his house, and he lost his mind in anger. He picked up a hammer and attacked Sarah. And then suddenly Sarah woke up, and she felt that all this was just a scary dream. She called the doctor at home. The doctor also felt that Sarah had hallucinations. But Sarah remembered very well that she was out of the house. Then how did she come inside the house? And how were the bloodstains came on her hand? In distress, Sarah goes out of the house, while Dale is outside, and this time Dale was ignoring her. Sarah went close to him to talk to him. Sarah asked him, "Did you see me? I came out of the house. Had I not lost my consciousness?" So Dale said, "I was here all the time, and you did not leave the house." Meanwhile, the doctor also comes out from backside and comes to Sarah, and she recognizes Dale. Dale used to deliver groceries to her house, but since the dog has come to her house, Dale has stopped coming to her because Dale hates dogs. Anyway, confused Sarah comes to her house with the doctor, and she starts feeling unwell while coming to home. After the doctor's checkup, in such a tense situation, they got a good news. Sarah was pregnant, and this is what she always wanted. She was very excited. Tonight, she plans a surprise for Josh and gives him this good news. But after hearing this news, Josh looked stunned. He became sad, and he felt that Sarah was cheating on him because he knew that he could never be a father. This is the reason that whenever Sarah used to talk to him about family planning, he did not come home for many days. And at the start of the movie, the test that Josh had done, that was also of his infertility. Sarah tries to make him understand that she never cheated on him, but Josh does not listen to her and leaves the house in anger. And here Sarah gets very sad after today. Sarah was very scared because she started thinking that all the thoughts that come to her, they're not her thoughts or dreams, and someone abuses her. That's why she installs a CCTV camera in her room at night. Along with this, today the doctor, who had now become her friend, she had stoped her in her house with her dog. Despite all these arrangements, strange things happened to them at home. Someone had entered their house. They both did not notice, but the dog sensed. That dog started barking at him and went down with him. Hearing her dog's voice, the doctor also woke up. When she went down to make the dog quiet, she saw that someone had stabbed her dog. Seeing this, the doctor screams, so Sarah also goes after her. Going downstairs, she saw that someone had killed the doctor after stabbing. And after that, someone put Sarah dead like this while stabbing, and the next moment, she wakes up. All this was her dream. But the most shocking thing is that the dream she had seen, the same dream the doctor had experienced today, and the doctor's dog ran away from home. The doctor was very stressed, because of which she started getting pain. Sarah takes her to the hospital, and a baby boy is born. But the strange thing was that her face was not resembling like the doctor's fiancé. These people start thinking, whose child is this? In all this tension, the doctor calls Sarah and tells her there is something wrong in your house. Maybe there are some paranormal activities in your house. You do one thing, shift to my house immediately. But Sarah refuses because she wanted to know what was happening in her house. The night falls and Sarah lies down to sleep again. This time, she had already activated the camera. And the next morning, she again woke up from a very scary dream. But this time, she was without clothes. She immediately went and checked the camera footage. She was shocked and worried, and her doubt was not just a doubt, it was reality. Someone had entered her house at night, tying her hands and feet. Someone abused her, and then he cut her neck and killed her. It was not anyone else, he was Dale. But despite all this, how was Sarah alive? After killing Sarah, Dale cleaned the whole house and he made her lie on the bed. He treated her wounds and then he gave her CPR. And then he left and suddenly Sarah woke up. Taking laptop, Sarah goes to doctor and shows all video footage. Everything was wrong which happened. But a question remained, how was Sarah alive? They searched on the internet about Dale and they found the details of incident 12 years ago. When the police saw the body of Dale's mother Eileen in the room, they had declared her dead. But as soon as Dale went to room, she came into life. Sarah decides to go to meet Eileen in mental asylum, and Sarah asks her about her son Dale visiting there. But Eileen did not hide anything. She told everything about Dale. She says that when I died that night, Dale blew up my mouth and I started breathed again. He brought me back to life. He had this superpower that he could bring anyone back to life by blowing up on mouth. And he found out this for the first time when he brought me back to life. After that, he started taking advantage of his superpower. He used to rape a girl every night and used to torture them. And before morning, he used to bring her back to life. Dale's mother Eileen couldn't tolerate all this. She was fed up with her son's behavior. She couldn't stop her son, but she tried to kill herself many times. But Dale brought her back to life every time. The pictures that we saw in Dale's room, that was also of Dale's mother's death. And on the backside of every photo, there was a detail of an incident written. Dale's mother had once tried to end herself while jumping. The second time by cutting her wrist once. Dale used to take pictures of her to recall everything. She wanted to get rid of Dale and came out of the house. So one day, she made a plan and coming out of the house and pretended to burn herself. After that, the police came and saved her, and they left her in a mental asylum. She tells that I am relaxed after coming here. I am happy at least. I don't have to make cookies for Dale in order to revive anyone. Eileen says to Sarah, if you have known the reality of Dale, please kill him and end this game. Sarah came home now. She knew that Dale will come home at night. So she picked up a gun. As her house's door opened, she pointed the gun at the door. As the hoodie cover man came in, he shot 3 bullets, but it was not anyone else but Josh, who came to reconcile Sarah. But Dale bound his hands and legs and brought him inside, clothing him to resemble himself. Josh was dead. Sarah grieved, witnessing this, but she had an idea. To revive her husband Josh, she went near Dale and holds the breath of Dale to kiss him. Holding Dale's breath, she breathed it into Josh's mouth. As a result, Josh came back to life. Dale was enraged, seeing this, because Sarah had played a trick with him. To revenge her, he steps forward to attack Sarah. Sarah fires her gun at him because Sarah didn't want him alive in this world. She had also saved her husband. At last, Dale is dead because of Sarah's firing. And as soon as Dale died, all those people started dying, who were revived and passed by Dale. Suddenly, the screaming of people start echoing in the whole city. A large numbers of girls were dying who were revived by Josh, and there were more than 100 of them. Along with Sarah, Josh, Dale's mom, that doctor has also died. It means that Dale had also killed that doctor after abusing her. But her newborn son didn't die, about whom we have come to know now that he is Dale's son. And this movie ends here, showing this baby. Thank you for watching.